How high can you get? That's my question for you. How high can you climb would be a better question, which they've changed it to in another version. This is going to be a bit harder than the first one. I'm going to use my same old strategy that I had from before of clearing off one side and then jumping over to that pretty little other side and... That scared me. But it's okay. It's okay. They're still asking the same question. They still want to know.
And we're gonna tell them tonight.
Nintendo Tales.
Nintendo Tales.
Nintendo Tales. Why are there so many flames?
Don't focus on the flames. You've got the end goal in sight. Grab that hammer. Turn around. Oh!
What? Are you kidding me? I had it up in the air. It just kept going.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I'm just off. I'm off the channel now. It's
That's right.
and I'm sorry. It's come to this now, but he finally did it, guys. I told him to turn around, and he did. And he lost it.
Goodbye. Well, hey there guys, and welcome to Flash for Let's Plays. Gonna be playing Donkey Kong today. Today I'm gonna be doing the run where I don't die at all. You see, I worked very hard to get to that point, and I thought it would make me sad when I lost. But sometimes things in life don't hit you the way you think they're going to. Sometimes you can expect to be sad when you go into something, but it was all in your expectation and it wasn't actually about that, you see. Because when you get really so attached to things, sometimes you find out that things weren't meant to be. But something more beautiful than you ever thought could come from that. You see, I think, oh snap, I think there's somebody at the door. Can you come in?
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
I just made it past the giraffes.
Oh, it's the mailman!
I couldn't help but overhearing you. It's a beautiful conversation.
It was, wasn't it? It's been a long time since I've seen you, mailman.
I know. It's been a long time since I've seen anything.
Have you got a cold?
A little bit, though.
Yeah.
That's why it's kind of weird, but yeah, I've been thinking about it. I mean, it's been a long time. And that guy, with Ro, he revealed himself. Yeah, he had a lot to do with it.
Oh man.
But it was still me. He just ran the account.
Yeah, you got a social media manager.
Yeah, he's my manager.
You're starting to sound like Batman, mailman.
Yeah, I kind of am. I have a cold.
I forgot that you were Batman. That was a detail that I had neglected to mention to anybody.
But when I have a cold, I just kind of talk like this and go around dropping off video games.
Yeah, that's alright.
And being evil. Because, it's kind of fun to do that sometimes.
When you have a cold, that's what happens, okay? You feel a little bit evil when you have a cold.
A little bit, but then you gotta try to find better ways to take out these feelings.
Yeah. Because you gotta, lie on the couch with Cheetos. Cheetos.
Those things.
I hate Cheetos, man.
They get my gloves all dirty.
I know. Why did I even say Cheetos? Now it ruined my day.
I know.
You haven't...
I'm kind of off Cheetos now because of the cold.
Oh, you really got it bad, man.
Yeah, pretty bad.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Do you think you caught it at, the post office?
Yeah, maybe that's it. People don't wash their hands when they deliver their packages.
Oh, man.
Gotta raise awareness for that.
Hashtag I stand with washing hands when you deliver packages.
Exactly. Because then look what happens to me when I try to drop off games for people.
I know, man. You see, talking to you has really given me a new perspective.
Yeah.
Because I said that I wasn't gonna die at all, and I just feel so much more like that's actually coming to pass now.
I'm glad to help you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, no, I'm not. But it's just the cold talking.
Oh yeah, the cold. You know that that neglect to bifafin or whatever they put you on.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that stuff.
That's bad stuff.
That makes you say things that you don't even want to say.
I know, I like to play Hungry Hippos. And I didn't want to say that.
Oh man, again, that happened to me the other day. I said I just kept talking about bingo.
Bingo. B-I-N-G-O.
Yeah, that one.
It was his name-o. Why is it his name-o?
I don't know, because it should be his name, but then his parents were like, name-o and all that, and that that got to the part where it just confused me.
I don't get it.
I don't get a single bit of that.
I'm sorry.
I ain't having that.
What? You paused it, man. Don't make a wrong move now.
Oh.
Just press B.
Okay.
Press B. Yeah! Resume celebration!
Okay, mailman, I need you to leave. You gotta go get Yumi. Can you go get Yumi?
Oh, I think I saw her walking by out there, but
I need to tell her something.
I think she might be in a
need to
fight
run.
with a kangaroo right now.
Oh, snap. Tell her to beat that kangaroo up.
Hey, Flash's sister, come beat that kangaroo up and get over here. He just beat the game. What? Yeah, you just gotta go see it.
Did you just hear that?
I hear it.
What? What?
You did it!
What? Hey there, guys, and welcome back to Nintendo Tales.
So apparently Flash does great things when I leave. Maybe I should leave more often.
Oh, that's a great idea. You see, first of all, we're saving, then we're
I
exiting.
don't care if this is corrupted.
Exiting the level. Oh man, I gotta tell you guys, we spent a very, very long amount of time on that. We started at like 6 something, I think about 6.
Yeah.
And we
Now it's about 7.
finished about 7. So we spent an hour getting that Nintendo coin. That was just such a deep and epic ending to it. I mean,
Yeah.
now we've got quite an episode for you. Oh, that was an awesome shot.
Thumbnail, maybe.
Oh yeah, okay. So DK, look at that. That's good swimming posture right there.
Yeah, that's
Good
Perfect.
swimming posture.
perfect swimming.
Well, look at that.
Yeah.
Didn't you wish you could do that?
Yeah, I
Watch
wish I
this.
could.
Oh, what? Physics. So, I've always liked doing this. Look at that. This is the kind of games that I live for right here. Look at that. You're in this little blue box and you can do the swimming moves and all that.
The swimming moves.
Yeah. Well,
The pokey hokey, which you do underwater instead of the hokey pokey.
You sounded like you got a little bit of a cold when you said that.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
That's weird, because I'm feeling fine, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe it was that closet.
Yeah,
Really drafting.
that kangaroo, that kind of belted me a few times.
Oh, yeah. That one.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a change barrel over there, which is good. Because we got to change to Chunky and get his tiny little blueprint. Whoa!
that would've been so cool.
I didn't realize it was Friday. It's Friday the 13th today.
Oh, and you beat the
in
game,
October.
so...
Hey, let me tell you something that happened today.
Okay.
This is a Nintendo tale that
Unintentional Nintendo.
yeah.
Mini.
So we were going on our normal walk that we have talked about quite a few times. Mm-hmm. We can't do that yet. So I gotta fight this guy. He's like, I can't see who's hitting me. There's a guy hitting my boot. Oh, that's my favorite boot. I spent $12 on that at Kohl's. Where'd you get that? He's like, where'd you get that boot, man? Got it Kohl's.
Yeah, and then I hopped all the way to Best Buy and got the other one.
Yeah. Cost $14.
I don't know why I said Best Buy.
Gotta save a lot.
Yeah.
Boots at Meyer.
I meant Payless, because that's where you get boots.
J.C.
Not at Best Buy.
A third one at J.C. Penney, but then I remembered I don't have 3 feet. Okay, I'm sorry, Nintendo Tale. Today was Friday the 13th, so we were walking. We look up while we were walking. Early on in the walk, vultures are circling us. Earlier on, there were like 20 vultures in the sky, all circling us at our house. We walk about more than a block away from our house. The vultures start moving and following us. And they were all circling, and it was really weird.
That's not a good sign, usually.
No. But then later on in the walk, the thing that happened was we were walking across the sidewalk, and out of nowhere, as if it was late and it just had to make it, this black cat came bolting across the road and just made it in front of our path. before we
would've
crossed.
been a few seconds sooner, it would have been behind
It
us.
was about 2 feet in front of us, and it had come out of nowhere from the other side of the road. It was like, it was like, yeah, I just crossed your path on Friday the 13th in October after vultures circled you.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a bad day.
But guess what?
We had a good day.
So we just proved that cat wrong.
Or maybe that cat was misunderstood.
Yeah,
Maybe he was just doing that to like prove that you could have a good day on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, even if he did cross your path, maybe he's trying to lift that,
Like raise cat awareness for like,
yeah, that nasty prejudice that's been put
oh, I
on him.
can't believe that, man. Oh, we got just enough
Just
to go in
a
here, which is nice.
stereotype that doesn't deserve to be there.
Yeah, so that was a cool little Nintendo tale. We got another one for you coming up.
I underestimated those cogs.
What?
Their progress is unexpected. Chief Technician, I trust the Blastomatic will soon be ready to be activated.
We've had a few technical problems, Your Majesty, and my men are all lazy.
He's lying, sir. He's always asleep.
Oh, please forgive me, oh great one. We've worked so hard.
Guards, make sure no one leaves until my machine is ready.
Do you ever see those red clap traps?
No.
Gotta make a run for it.
Well, he's actually having people consider going AWOL on him. But they will not let him. Oh, that
That
poor
guy's
guy.
still up there.
But now...
So we never know what happened to that guy.
Well, you gotta give him credit. Oh man, Gloomy Galleon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is... If I had to pick a favorite level of the game, I think this would be it.
Yes, I love this place. But anyway, that guy hung on to that since the beginning story cutscene to this point.
Yeah.
Imagine how much his arms must hurt.
He must have like a... Like, he must be ripped now.
Yeah, he really did not want to fall, and now that he has, I wonder how he feels about it.
I know. It's like you work so hard at something. Anyway, we never really explained why we went into this place in the first place. We just wanted a bit of a change up. Frantic Factory is an awesome place. Oh my goodness. But it can get a bit dull after a while if you don't really know what you're doing like us. So we wanted to change up the scenery a bit.
But we will be going back to it eventually, just like we'll be going back to everything, because this game is huge!
And backtracking everywhere. We've only got 32 of the golden bananas out of the 200. And the first thing you'll want to do in this game is just activate banana ports. That'll be your friend.
Yeah, exactly.
In a couple of minutes, we're going to be going into a different part of this level, and I'm going to be telling a story that kind of has to do with that.
Man,
Can I
this
go in
is...
there? Oh, that's an easy way to do things.
This is a broken ship that's in like a cave. I wonder if this cave was filled with water at some point. Either that or they somehow managed to get a ship that went across land, but then it broke halfway through.
Now, what is the definition of galleon?
Galleon?
Would that be a place where... Is that like a
think
place
it's...
on it where ships dock?
I don't know. I think it might be a part of a ship. We'll have to look that up. Ah!
Rats.
Help! Oh no.
Okay, so these guys you want to watch out for.
Yeah.
That guy right there. Let me see if I can turn around and get him. So he's gonna pop out and try to eat you. And then he will blow up. Okay, so,
And there's that guy there. Ah!
I'm trying to keep all my thoughts straight right now.
Ooh, treasure.
How do you open these?
I think you might have to activate switches on them.
Okay. This whole... When you walk into a level in DK64, you can kind of get overwhelmed.
Yeah, like that cameraman behind that treasure chest there, because you
What
can
I-
go through it.
Yeah. I've made a lot of jokes about the cameraman in 3D games. It's fun.
Yeah.
Because there's somebody working very hard that nobody ever thanks enough.
I know, the cameraman.
Dude, can you believe it? I cannot.
I can't. And he's
I
not
bet-
even a lackey too, is he? I mean, how does he do that?
I picked up a really bad habit from Loomis back in the day. He would say, like, everything was fantastic, and he'd ask everybody if they could believe it. And I watched too many videos at that point in his career, and that ruined me.
Well, you guys are really the same person.
Hey,
What?
why are
Mailman,
you still-
get out of here.
Why are you still hanging around?
Oh, so all of a sudden now I'm not welcome, even though I witnessed the greatest victory. And I had a part.
Yeah,
Well, okay then.
get out of here, man.
Goodbye, idiot.
Call me that again, man.
Yeah, I guess you kind of hurt his feelings there. Well, that cold must be
I know,
crunching.
that cold. You gotta watch that thing. Okay, I want to get all these coins. I don't know if Diddy can get another ability. I'm gonna have to get out of this place pretty quick.
Yeah, but we have to see Cranky.
Yeah, let's talk to Cranky. Let's see if he's got a potion for us. We drink anything that Cranky gives us.
Ah, come on, Diddy. I still need 15 banana medals for Amazing Surprise. Hurry up and find them, you lazy bum.
Wow.
So apparently he's not even going to give anything to us until we give him banana medals.
Okay. Well, we do not have anywhere. Oh, that's nice. It only took that, and he gives it back.
So
Basically, those guys are not a threat at all.
Yeah, except to themselves. They should really think about getting their careers changed.
I know, or hiding a different kind of barrel at least.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a better plan.
Okay, so are we going to get to some water here?
We are going to get to some water, because this is a water land.
Not a desert land.
DK needs to go in.
Yeah, DK. Okay, so I'm going to switch to DK.
Even though there's, purple bananas leading you all over the place.
Yeah, but that's... You know, sometimes you just see purple bananas leading you places, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong to go there with a yellow Kong.
Yeah.
That's your deep lesson for...
Just play bongos.
Play bongos if you ever see purple bananas on the ground. So our commentary started out really well, and now it is going haywire. What does haywire even mean?
You love playing those bongos.
No, I did not press the same button as last time. There we go. That's what I did the first time. I was sure I pressed that. Anyway, we'll open this up, and I think there's another one here. Yep. Okay. Now this area, once this gate opens, this. Have you ever seen like one of those Twitter posts that's and the only caption is this?
Yeah.
Well, this. Because
This is so scary and so awesome at the same time.
I feel very drawn to this for some odd reason.
Whoa.
See, it gives you chills because you can swim down so deep.
And you can see everything.
Me and Yumi always had this discussion when we came to this part in the game. Is it creepier if you were floating out in the ocean? And you can leave a comment if you want.
Yeah.
We get tons of comments down there. Look at all the people down there. Anyway, wow. Did you see them? Anyway, if you were in the ocean, would it be creepier if you could look down and see everything to the very bottom? Or would it be creepy if you couldn't even see a foot? If it was that murky?
I don't know.
To me, it depends on what's in the water.
Yeah.
If I knew that something was in the water, not being able to see anything would be very scary for me.
But being able to see it coming for you, and then you being in a position where you can't go as fast as it, and you can just see it coming, that's scary
That's
too.
also very scary.
So what is worse?
I have no idea. But Yumch, can you swim around and give me a bit of ambience here? Maybe, I've got a tale to tell.
Yes, because this kind of
You can
gave him the idea.
Yeah, you can just swim around in here, and
See the button? I'm gonna push it with my head.
you can't
I
do
can't.
that.
Then I'll go around
You
and
can't push buttons
look
with
for
your
another
head.
button to push with my head.
Anyway,
This-
yeah, that might work. I don't know. Oh, you can. And that actually raises the water level. So the thing that brought this tale to mind is Nintendo Tale Time, by the way. Do you want to tell yours first? I think you should tell yours first.
Well, you see, all this deep water, we knew we were going to come to this area, so it got us thinking about tales where there was deep water involved.
We are very innovative.
Well, at least, in my case, it wasn't so deep, but it was still kind of scary, because you know that place that I was talking about when I was a kid? The place where there was a pool and everything?
Yeah.
Well, I went there a lot later when I was a teenager,
Ooh.
with new friends.
Yeah, that wouldn't leave you
Yeah, it
behind.
wouldn't leave me behind.
Well, these friends were a bit worse.
Well, not quite, but, you know, I decided we were just gonna be chilling in the pool and, you know, just have a good time. And they had these inflatables in the pool, too, where people
Inflatables?
Yeah, they could get on
Shoot that
and just
balloon. Shoot that.
float.
That reminds
Okay.
me of inflatables.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. We should.
Do
for
duck
some
and you go to
reason-
left. Duck R left. Duck L left.
Ah!
Whoa!
I just shot a bomb through the lighthouse.
Okay, that's illegal probably. There's probably a law
Sorry,
against that.
but I don't think it hit the lighthouse. It went in the water somewhere.
Anyway.
So yeah. Anyway, there people could float on these inflatables, and they could play with a ball or something in there, I think. So yeah, it was all cool. And so we were like playing around and in the water and all, being like all cool teenagers.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I think I either slipped off of an inflatable or something and went down into the water. Or I think one of my friends might have like swam under and kind of bumped it or something. or pushed it. I don't know. But I fell out and into the water, and I'm like, "Puh, okay. So I swim back up, and then I realize, my head hits the inflatable, and I go back down. And then I'm like, okay. And so then after a bit, I try to swim a little over, and my head hits it again.
Oh my goodness.
And at this point, I'm starting to panic
That is
because
creepy.
I could feel myself running low on air. The air meter was going down.
Yeah, you were like
And-
at 3 bubbles.
And so,
You gotta get more. You gotta find Gloop down there and get some bubbles.
yeah, but Gloop wasn't anywhere because this was in a pool.
No.
And even though it wasn't, like all that deep in the pool, still I could not get to the surface. And that was the scary thing. And so I started thinking, what happens if I can't get up in time? And why isn't anybody moving this thing out of the way?
Yeah.
And I'm just frantically trying to see what I can do, push up against it harder or whatever.
I don't know what to say.
Ah!
Yeah, just took 6 shots to the belly. It's fine. You can't beat him like that.
Yeah, I'll have to
Bombing.
go
Anyway, what happened? Did you drown?
yeah, I drowned and
Oh
that's it.
no, that's a sad story.
sorry.
I told you only happy stories on Nintendo.
I'm sorry, but it had to be. Actually, no. Anyway, I'm not telling this from heaven, guys.
No.
So I eventually was able to either swim to the side enough or bump it out of the way enough to where my head broke water. And I managed to just kind of manage to get out a little help, and then
It was a miserable help. I wasn't even there, but it just sounded like miserable.
I think that they were able to push it fully out of the way, or it just went out of the way. I don't remember at this point, but I was able to get my breath again, and I was extremely thankful to be alive. And after that, I decided I didn't want to swim anymore. I got out, and I just talked to my grandma a little bit, and then I rested on one of the chairs around there, and I had a splitting headache for pretty much the rest of the night.
Man. How long would you say you were under?
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to tell, but it was probably like for a minute or so, and when you feel like you can't hold your breath anymore.
Oh my goodness. That's a long time to be under.
It felt like that. It might have been less, but I was really scared.
It can seem like a long time. This is a really hard one. Well, now I have to tell my tale.
Well, I had to tell it. Well, I was doing
Okay. So, we're glad that Yumi survived. I had a somewhat similar experience. There's this place called Spring Hill, by relatively near to where we live, and it has this big lake, and it's about as deep. I would say it's about as deep as the Gloomy Galleon out there.
Oh wow.
That galleon probably the deepest parts of the lake could probably get about that deep, is what I'm guessing. And B, if you remember B from Donkey Kong Country 2, you guys remember B. Anyway, he invited me to go swimming with him.
Cause when you went over to his house and saw the fish nightlight in the bathroom, it just reminded you wanted to go.
Yeah, swimming with B. So basically, that's fun. What happened was we went out swimming, and his dad was with us, and his dad could touch bottom because he was so tall.
And I guess you had to get your legs out of the knot for you to swim. So.
Yeah, well, he eventually untied us.
Yeah.
There we go. But we all went out, and we had a rowboat later because that's how it was. It was deep enough for a canoe.
And did you pull a lever when you were on a rowboat?
No.
Oh.
We tried to hit his sister with it though. B's sister was 4 or 5 years older than me. We tried to tip her boat off.
That was not.
It didn't
nice.
work because her dad wouldn't do it.
Oh.
Anyway, at first, before all that, I connected electricity. Before all that, we decided to go swimming, and we had these life jackets on. And because we were smarter than you, because we had life jackets, and you were like, we're all cool teenagers. We don't need life jackets in the pool.
Yeah.
But guess what? Oh, this is a really cool scene, by the way. I'm gonna tell it after this. The gangplank galleon, the SS Karul, the great croc ship, has once again taken sail, and we get a banana for it, which is good. We gotta go back down slow though. Anyway, I'm gonna tell the rest of this tale looking out on this amazing lighthouse light. So we went out swimming in the lake. We all had life jackets on, and in the middle of this lake just I guess freely floating out there was this giant bouncy inflatable thing that was like
Inflatable things.
it was like a trampoline out in the middle of the water, and it was like probably 30 foot by 30 foot, and it was like floating in the water, and just this giant inflatable thing floating in, and kids were jumping on the top, you see.
Yeah.
So I was swimming around that, and there were places to climb up on it, so you could obviously get on. So B and his dad were over on another side of the lake. I crossed the entire lake because this life jacket was so good that I felt like I could swim anywhere, even out in this super deep lake. And they were just letting all the kids do that as long as they had life jackets. But I don't know why nobody thought of this. In each and every... Oh wow, I'm surprised it didn't take less. In each and every bouncy thing, there was a way to get under it. And
They're always
somehow or another I found that way. And you gotta remember how big this thing was. And that I had, probably to my detriment, a life jacket on. I got under the side of it, and I'm not sure if the middle was hollow or not. I can't quite remember if I was under it. And they might have had, by law, hollowed out middle so people could breathe under there. But I know that the sides were very solid. So I went under the sides, I bumped up against the top of that, and my life jacket was making me go up and keep bouncing against it.
Oh man.
And so it was suspending me like a bouncy ball underwater. And I couldn't get back up to the surface. And I remember that was kind of a really scary feeling.
Really scary.
And you obviously felt this too. When you can't quite get up to the surface, that I think we already did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know that. And Gloomy Galleon now reminds me of that feeling every time. What it feels like, and I've only felt that like once in my life. What it feels like not to be able to get to the surface. Very, very scary feeling. If you have ever had an experience like that, like me and Yumi have, please leave a comment about that. I eventually did get back out. I don't remember much after that point, other than that there was this point where I was screaming that I was drowning and that nobody heard me.
Oh man.
I don't know why that's in my memory, but nobody seemed to either pay attention. They thought I was joking or something. But
You should never think somebody's joking when they say that.
well, nobody came to
Yeah.
help me, so I don't know. But that was a very scary time. But I did end up getting back up somehow. I don't remember, and I pretty much enjoyed the rest of my day. It more scares me now than it did then.
Yeah, to realize what could have happened.
Yeah, just bouncing against the top of that was not fun. Anyway, yeah, so we've got a lot to do in Gloomy Galleon. We were kind of scatterbrained this episode because we just came off of like an hour of frustration, and we didn't quite know what we were going to do in the episode. But we've run long enough. Thank you guys so much for watching, and swim safely. Only wear life jackets if you're not going to be going under giant floaty things, because that's a bad idea. And kids were bouncing on it while I was under there.
Oh man.
Hate that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next episode in another tale, with another tale in Gloomy Galleon, is what I mean to say. See you guys then.
See ya.